welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first down.
Third and one. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of this. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's got it. There he goes down the right side. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turns... quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Got him downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really...
And the pressure was too much.
Simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right now.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whitaker. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick release by the QB. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the deep...
Into the end zone he goes. Touch! He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Creates a little space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Hart. Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the... Man, what they can do on second down here. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Hart. He'll throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is...
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Can't make contact. Like that, a costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field, and the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they will score! Touchdown, Rebels! Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads up.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Sooners are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle. He's got great...
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Hart. Shoots it to the left. And it's caught. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he... out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They get to him as he throws. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll keep it on the ground. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this.
All by himself down the middle. He's at the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Hart. Intercepted for the time this season. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He goes down after the... return, but what a play to get the football back. He'll pull it on the read, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Hart. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Sends it back in motion. The offense changing the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's looking downfield to throw. Found a seam. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hart. Here's the pressure. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too... on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up. Sacked at the 12.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in. They get him again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a spot in the middle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. Finding an escape route. Powers through. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Under fire. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Ole Miss... ready to go back to work.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Back open in the middle. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Just keep slinging it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it. Not pan out. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Sooners inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. Of course, if that's incomplete, it stops the clock. So they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line.
42 Spiders.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.